gonna get started in 3 more minutes. Two more minutes. I started at 9 o'clock on the head. One more minute. Hey Fred, thank you for joining me. Hey Diamond, thank you for joining me again. And again and again and again and again. Y'all ready? It's going down, 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 down. One more minute. About to get active. Alright, it is 9 o'clock. This is the last shift of that time. And I ain't behaving. I behaved just a little bit for the last pass. But I got to go out with a bang. So this will be back next year. I don't know. I don't know when God gonna have me to bring it back next year. But it's going to continue on next year. So this is... This video is called Give Me Some of You Just One Time. Now this came from a screenshot. I got to read the rest of these screenshots that I read one of them yesterday. But I'm going to mainly talk about the cat and mouse method. But it's this person. He been after me for 20 years. I can't lie. He been after me for 20 years. And he said, just give me some of you just one time. So oftentimes when people are asking for stuff, they ask for stuff that they can't handle. They ask for stuff that they want. They ask for stuff that they don't need. So the cat and mouse I'm sharing some stuff out of my book because I'm writing too. I'm writing relationships books. I'm so excited about these books. There's a lot of them. It's a lot of volumes to it. But I'm gonna try not to get too much of my book. You have to buy it. But I'm gonna teach this thing though. I'm gonna teach it. But I'm gonna try not to get too much. I pulled something out of one of the chapters that I'm going to talk about. But I'm also going to share some stuff from 2023 when I did shifting that time. And some revisit stuff. I'm gonna be all over the place. Hey D, thank you for joining me. How you doing? So I'm gonna be sharing some statuses and all of that. But the cat and mouse method really works in your relationship. Whether you believe it or not, whether you care or not. You have to do these things because it spices the relationship up. Now, somebody else will say, well, you know, that's toxic. Why are you playing cat and mouse and all that? But I don't think that it's toxic. I think that it makes your partner fall more in love with you because you're not visible like that. And from my own life, it does, you know, from stuff that I have did in the past and all this stuff. So it does work. That's why I can write about it. So when a person is saying, give me some of you just one time, that means that you got to play cat and mouse with this person. Because do they really want what you got? That's the question. Or they just want a taste of you because of how you look, because of how you dress, because of what it is that you got, because you smell good, all of that. Because somebody can be attracted to you because of those things. All of my life, men be attractive to me in sexual ways because of my beauty. This stuff is real. It can be a blessing and a curse. It ain't nothing I can do about it. Every day I go out in public, somebody always lusting after me. It ain't nothing that I can do about it. I just move along. That'll be a thorn in my side for the rest of my life because of my beauty. So the cat and mouse method is to help you not stay stagnant in the relationship. So I'm coming in swinging with these screenshots. Y'all ready? Ooh wee. So let me pull them up. I'm telling y'all, this stuff real and it works. Alright, let me find my screenshots. Okay, I'm a screenshotting queen. So when the conversation, this happened about a month ago. I think it was sometime in June. I don't know, I can't remember. But the person was like, laugh out. Y'all saw the screenshot. Laugh out loud. Give me some of you just one time. I said, you must want to get blocked. You know I don't mind blocking you. But in the other phases, he was still asking, when you going to give me a chance? When you going to let me spend time with you? All this stuff. I'm like, Negro, I'm not finna spend no time with you. None of that. Not give you none of my time. None of that. So when a person is after you for so many years, that is not the one that you need to get serious with. But baby, they're going to walk you like a dog. I'm telling you. They're going to walk you like a dog. You're going to be around here sick. Once you bow down and get this person, whatever it is that they ask for, they're going to walk you like a dog. Why? Because they've been chasing you. They've been chasing you for 20 years. This man been after me for 20 years. And he still ain't letting up. He still ain't letting up. So, if I break my barrier and say, okay, I'm finna give him a chance, in which I'm not doing. Hey, that man gonna dog me out, and I ain't doing it. I am not doing it. I'm not doing it. So you have to be careful with men like that when they chase you and they after you, because majority of the time it is lust. It is lust. They're lusting after what they see. Pictures. They like the way you dress. All that stuff. Men be getting turned on by that stuff. I'm telling you, it's a guy wrote me, I think it was at the beginning of July. I never seen this guy a day in my life. And he said, I never seen a woman. He said all the little hard eyes. He said I never seen a woman dress the way that you dress. Like your sense of style just it scrubbed me. Like that type of stuff. I just said thank you and moved along. But the point that I'm making is men get turned on by that stuff when you dressing. Like I literally dress every day. It ain't a day that you don't see me not dressing, because that's just what I do. And I'm not going to stop dressing because these Negroes after me. I ain't doing it. I'm not walking around here looking no any kind of way. That's just something I ain't doing no way. So your beauty attracts, but it always attracts lust. And if you don't know the difference from when this person saying, just give me something you just one time, you're gonna be in trouble. Just give me something you one time, because of what they saw, because of what you put on, because of how you wore, because you smell good, all of that. The other screenshots, this is so crazy, man. I'm telling you all. Woo! A guy, he called me. He said, man, why you ain't call me back? I said, you just don't get enough of me, Donna. Then he said, where are you? I got to tell you something. I said, you can tell me right here. You don't have to see me move around. He said, I'm finna come over there. I said, no, you ain't. You better find you something safe to do. He said, I'm finna come crawl to the couch. So, if you don't know anything about crawl to the couch is something that God birthed out of me in 2022. But men think that it's something else. I'm telling you all, when I first, the last page that I had, it was called Crawl to the Couch. Them men was in my inbox. I said, what type of operation y'all think this is, yo? I'm telling you all, if you would have saw the messages that them men was sending me, like, this ain't that type of operation. If you don't move around. So, I don't know, men, they mind just, I don't know, it's stuff crazy. But they mind just wired like that. So they thinking that it's something else, but that ain't even what crawl to the couch is. So they thinking that it's some type of other operation. No. So that type of stuff. That's the cat and mouse method. No, I ain't calling you back. Call next year. Maybe I'll pick up the phone. That type of stuff. Let me get into some of these statuses. All right. I think I got one more screen. I think I got two more screenshots to read. All right. Let me see. Ooh, I got so much stuff on this. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining me. All right. Okay, this is a stat that I put up. I said, I don't have to sleep with a man to get his attention. Even when I was out there, you couldn't even get it like that unless I wanted it. My question to every man, are you sure you want to get in my presence? And I ask again. They'll say yes. But the minute they get in my presence, they're hooked. So no, I don't have to open my legs for a man to get hooked off me. Because that's just the type of energy that I got. And they ain't going to leave me alone. Once they get in my presence, it's going to be hard for them to leave me alone. So, you are a dangerous woman when somebody can fall in love with you off your presence. That's why I stay away from people. That's why I don't be around people, because I know how my energy comes off. I don't have to open my legs. I ain't got to kiss you. I ain't got to touch you. I ain't got to do nothing. The minute you get in my presence, you're going to be stuck. So, once they see, oh, I like this person vibe, I like the way they do this, I like the way they do that, they're going to want to be around you all the time. But if you do that, they're going to become an addict to you. So you can't come playing around with a person's energy, because you're going to end up falling in love with that person without touching them. So you got to be wise with who you're giving your energy to in this hour. Because people can't handle what you bring. They be saying, yeah, give me some of you. Yeah, you know, I want to be a part of your life. And then when they get in the midst, they don't know how to handle their energy. So some women don't have to open their legs to get no man attention. I know I don't. So the cat and mouse method, let's get into this. The cat and mouse method is a push and pull. You might be the cat, he might be the mouse, or you the mouse, or he the cat. So it's a push and pull dynamic where the partners are constantly pursuing one another. This stuff works. One partner flee, then you go after that partner. Then it's the opposite. So what does the pursuer do, which is the cat, which is the man? Sometimes women can pursue too. They crave deeply for your closeness, but they fear abandonment. So they chase you harder. So when a person is chasing you for 20 some years and you give them a chance, they're going to dog you out. They're going to dog you out. That ain't the one that you want to do life with, because they're going to play with you like a toy. Just give me some of you one time. Once they get whatever it is that they've been begging for 20 years, they don't stop talking to you probably. Or they're going to become an addict to what it was that they got. And you ain't going to be able to get rid of them. The mouse is the fleeing partner. That is the one that panics or they feel smothered when things are getting too real. So they need a distance to feel safe. Now I do both. Sometimes I'm the cat, sometimes I'm the mouse, because I don't like to be smothered. So I get ghosts. Look, I gotta take a breather. I gotta get away from you for a few weeks or something. And oftentimes, when you play the mouse, they become the cat. They start chasing. Well, I ain't hearing from you. They gonna start popping up, all types of stuff. Push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. This keep your relationship strong. Oftentimes, when the roles are reversed over time, one becomes the runner and the other one becomes the chaser. What does this mean? That means that somebody is running from you. Because they say, no, I can't handle this person's energy. No, I can't play with this person. No, I can't just sit around them because I'm going to become an addict to them. So that's when the cat and mouse method comes in. I'm finna get into some of my revisit stuff. I talked about, it was a video that I did that was called Relationships of All Kind. It was called Mix Match Socks, and I had two Mix Match socks. I had a gray sock, I had a black sock, and I had two pair of socks that was the same color. And so the gray sock was in the will of God, and the black sock was outside the will of God, which was unequally yoked. I should have did the demonstration again. But the pair of socks was destiny partners and business partners and investments in marriage and unity. When the relationship is mixed match, the journey of becoming one is hard. No one is on the same level. In fact, everything is stiff from the relationship of different kind. So during this time, the song, Ursha song, was in my spirit. I think I broke this song down. Trading Places. This song was, I think I did a breakdown or something. I don't know. But oftentimes when you're trading places and you're saying, okay, if I become the mouse and this person becomes the cat, then that means that I'm pursuing now. And they just sitting back or fleeing, or it's the opposite way around. So when you are in unequally yoked relationships, that means that one is unsaved and one is saved. Or one is into God or they're not into God. Versus the pair of socks mean you're both into God. Your destiny partners, business partners, your investments, marriage, you know, unity, all of that. You're doing everything that God designed for you to do if this is your soulmate. However, when you're trading places with what it is that your flesh desire, I'm going a little deeper. I'm going to come back out of this, but I'm going to go a little deeper. When your flesh is desiring something, this is why I get into my other notes. A lot of people sleep around to mask feelings. When they sleep around with multiple men, multiple women, whatever the case may be, they're sleeping around to mask a feeling. If that person got feelings for you and they can't handle those feelings, they're going to go sleep with somebody else. Why they doing that? It brings me back to the mix match socks. You done gave them some probably one time, and they crazy. They hooked. So now you're playing the cat and mouse method with them, and they can't handle the feelings that they got from just that one time. That's why you can't be humping on everybody that you meet, because you're going to hump on the wrong person and you're going to be hooked like a drug. Sleeping around to mask the feeling. So they go sleep with multiple women to try to get over you, and that ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. They're going to have to deal with the fact that, man, I got feelings for this woman, but ain't nothing working. I'm going having sex with other women. This stuff is not working. So in this hour, you got to be careful who you are sharing your energy with. Because all it takes is one time. One time. I'm telling you all it takes is one time. You know what you bring. You know what you do in the bedroom. You know all that. They don't know that, but they gonna find out. They gonna find out. So when people are sleeping around to mask feelings, it's because they can't get over you. I'm telling you all this stuff real. They want to spend time with you. But they know soon as you get in their presence, as soon as they get in your presence, they're gonna be hooked. And you ain't touched them or nothing. Ain't kissed them or nothing. That's just the icing on the cake when you do all that other stuff. So they craving. They going crazy. So instead of coming to you, guess what? They'll go hump on somebody else to release. Man, this stuff real. I'm telling y'all what I know. I ain't just on here talking. I'm telling you all, I was a man eater when I was in the world. I was nothing to me. I thank God that I am saved. Y'all just don't know, baby. Y'all can handle me in 2026. Okay. Woo! I am glad that I am saved. God saved me just in time, baby. People sleep around to mask their feelings because it's something, the feeling that they're looking for, they can't find it in nobody else. They can't find it in nobody else. That's why they're going and having sex with other people. Because they're looking for that feeling that you gave them. They done got in your presence and said, man, I ain't never felt no stuff like this. This girl ain't even touched me. We ain't did nothing. I'm telling you, I'm a dangerous individual. That's why I stay away from people. I have exes right now from 10 and 11 years ago and 20 years ago. Still be talking about the impression that I have on them. And they with a whole nother woman. They married. I'm telling you, I ain't nothing to be played with. So, when you're asking for something from me, you better be ready. You better be ready, baby. All right. Let me move along. Are you feeling like you are the pursuer or the one pulling away right now? Which one are you? Are you feeling like you're the pursuer or the one pulling away? Are you doing a little bit of both? once you ask yourself this question, if you are in a relationship and you reflect and say, okay, I think I'm the one pulling away. Because at first I was pursuing, but now I'm pulling away. Like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with pursuing a man. If I want you, I'm coming after you. I'm real aggressive. I have been like that all my life. And it ain't just about with no man either. But it's with anything. If it's something that I want, I'm going to get it. So sometimes I can be the pursuer, then I can pull away. That's when I start doing the cat and mouse method, which brings me into samples. But once you learn to proceed on how you're going to function through this relationship, then you're able to not only maintain your emotions, but maintain your power as well. So when you say, okay, because some people have attachment issues. I'm going to go here for a minute. Some people have attachment issues, and when they break up with their partner, their nervous system get very, very nervous. And they be like, man, I can't stay away from this person. I don't know why. And then you end up going back to them because your nervous system is so used to you being around that person. But if you do the cat and mouse method, your nervous system will not get used to what it is that is already there. So when you distance your affection, that is a tool to control not only that man's appetite, but to discipline whatever it is that you got going on as well. When a man wants to hump on you all the time, you're going to have to discipline their appetite. That means that you got the power to control. No, you ain't finna be doing no. You got to, lay your rules down, set your boundaries. Because this creates exhaustion. Not only to your body, but to your mind as well. Your spirit. All of it. Now again, everybody on here ain't saved. A lot of y'all unsaved. That's why God got me teaching the way that I teach. So if you're religious, you need to exit this life. Hey, Sister Marsha, thank you for joining me. But it creates exhaustion. Because this person you have become a drug to this person. So now they're addict to what it was that you was giving. Brings me back to sleeping around. This person that caught feelings for you without them touching you, and then they end up touching you, they're gonna be worse. That's why they acting crazy. That's why they want to bust your windows out your car. Woo! It's not about playing with their feelings or you playing with their feelings. It is the energy. Once you learn that, it ain't about, of course, it's going to wrap around feelings, but it's about the energy. People search for energy. So if you got a bad vibe, a person ain't gonna want to come around you. But it's about the energy. Whatever energy that you bring, this is why they want to knock you between the washer and dryer. because they can't get the energy. That's why. It don't even really too much have anything to do with sex. That's the icing on the cake. But if you bring pure energy, that's why they mad. Big mad, little mad. I believe both. Thank you, sis. I had to switch it up on y'all. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I got a lot of new babies. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you all, Them Negroes be trying to just give me some just one time. Just give me some. Just give me some one time. I keep playing. The cat and mouse method. All right. Let me see. All right. This is where you mess up, ladies. Let them call the relationship. So when you leave, they do the chasing. Every relationship that I have been in was called by the men. I ain't never called no relationship. Never. When they say, well, you want to be together, I be like, it's whatever you want to do, baby. I ain't giving you no answer. All my relationships were called by the men. And some of them would just say, oh, we going to be together. And I just agree. So when you dump them, they coming back. Why? Because they called the relationship. That is cat and mouse. Because you probably really wasn't in the mood for the relationship no way. But you went along with it. It's a form of leading on the man. Leading on. The man ends it about making them feel high. Until. So, oftentimes, when they call the relationship, they feel that, okay, if I dump this girl, or if I leave this girl, then how I'm going to explain, or how I'm going to get over the fact that I really don't want to leave her or stop talking to her because I got other options, or, you know, you got a roster, whatever it is. Versus when they call the relationship and you leave, you ain't gonna feel bad because you didn't call the relationship. They did. So that's where you mess up. Let them call the relationship. They say they want you. They say they want to be together. Just go with the flow. Let's go along with it. Once you do that, a man ain't never left me. I left them. There ain't no Negro never broke up with me. I broke up with them. So, when you dump them, they gonna come back. Because they trying to understand. Now, we was doing good for 3 or 4 or 5 months. Then this girl just said, you know, it's over. I'm telling y'all, I ain't got good sense. Everything can be going well. I text you, it's over. I don't want to be with you no more. We blowing that phone up. I tell you, this stuff work. I'm telling you, this stuff works, y'all. It works. We on good terms. I told them, man, it's over. No, we can't be together. But for real, when they call the relationship and you leave, they're gonna do the chasing. I know he big mad and little mad. Ooh wee. All right. Let me see what else. I have never lied to a man, but they be mad at me because they lying. How you mad at me because you lying? Well, how you mad at me because I'm telling the truth? I ain't never seen nothing like it. Stuff so dumb. Like, the stuff is dumb. You mad at me. You mad at me because you lying. Make it make sense. I ain't never seen no stuff like it. Stuff crazy, man. Don't be so confused. Just dumb. What I'm lying to you for? I'm telling you all, when I was out there, I had a roster. I ain't finna lie to you about nothing. Look, this is who I'm talking to. You can play whatever number that you want to play. But I ain't leaving this one alone. And I ain't leaving this one alone either. Because of what they was doing. So you can either be in the middle, you can be on the side, you can be in between, you can be wherever you want to be. But these two, I ain't leaving them alone. And they get with the program. So then, they be mad at you because they lie. How in the world you mad at me because I'm telling you the truth? This what you want, didn't it, baby? this what you wanted. I'm not finna be doing all that lying. I don't lie no way. So, when you match energy, them Negroes can't stand you. They can't stand you. I ain't never seen nothing like it. You mad at me because you lying. You mad at me because you getting caught up in your lies. You mad at me because you try to play the player. You mad at me and didn't get nowhere. Sitting somewhere dizzy because you came and tried to play me. Not knowing that you talking to a retired player. I'm glad I'm saved. I'm telling you all, I ain't nothing to be played with. I ain't nothing to be played with at all. Stuff be crazy. I bet. Man, I'm telling you, the truth hurts. Then I always tell us, I want a real woman. No, you don't. Because baby, when you meet a woman like me, you gonna get rid of me fast. In 2.0 seconds. Woo! You'll get rid of me fast, baby. I ain't come to play with y'all. I kind of shift that time, baby. Ooh, give me some of you just one time. Ooh, wee. Baby, I'm the petty queen. I need to be delivered, don't y'all? God need to deliver me from being petty, don't it? I don't think I'm never be delivered from that. I just can't help it. Wow. But yeah, them Negroes be mad at you because they lying. I ain't never seen no stuff like it. I just don't understand. Alright. Woo. Let me get back into these notes, then I'm read some more stats. I gotta get up off here. So, the cat and mouse method also performs withdrawals. When that person is craving for you and they can't have you, they going crazy. They say, man, I want to reach out to this person. But I don't want to deal with what it is that I got to deal with this person. When that person catch feelings for you and they haven't got between your legs yet, they gonna run from you. So they're not ready. It's not that they ain't ready for a deeper commitment. But I don't know, they gonna be running. They're gonna be running from you. They need something weak. They need to feel safe. When men come in my presence, I'm gonna challenge you. They don't want that. I'm gonna give you a run for your money, all of it. I'm going to be the catch and the problem. I'm hard-headed. So it's gonna be like a love-hate thing. I can't stand this good, but I love her too. So when they're craving for your closeness, they're trying to control the excitement, but they scared to get vulnerable around you. So they try to play hard. They try to act like they ain't got no feelings for you. All of that. So when you are playing the cat and mouse method and you're dating someone, you haven't got into a relationship yet. I'm going to put more emphasis on the honeymoon honeymoon phases. The 3 to 6 month rule. The 3 month mark is the honeymoon phase. The 6 month is the conflict and pattern recognition. When you are with somebody for 6 months, you should know everything about that person. How they temper is, how they act, how they behave. You know what's going on with them because you're feeling it. This is another reason why men don't like to be around me. Because I pick up stuff in the spiritual realm first. I can tell you hurting. You got something. What's on your mind? You want to talk about it? Because some men ain't going to talk. It'll be stuff that I'm picking up in the spiritual realm. I'm not going to say that I'm picking it up in the spiritual realm. But they be spooked out and be like, how you know that? Like, I haven't even told you anything. So they don't ghost me after they see. No. Because if she picking up that, she don't pick up that I'm cheating. And all that stuff. This is where I get into the screenshot. The other... I tell you how men can't stand me. Woo, child. They can't stand right behind. So as you all know, I've been posting that screenshot. I'm still left on read. It's August the 2nd. It's 21 days now. 21 days. So now, I done blocked him. I done blocked him from everything. Phone, social media, everything. And he probably be on YouTube looking. Because that's the whole thing wide open. Everything else, he blocked. So I'm going to put it in your hearing again. I had an open vision. This is what I saw him. I had an open vision of you and one of your baby mamas smoking. So you got one that like to blow like you. Very interesting. You can't make this stuff up. I'm literally minding my own business and I see it. Laugh out loud. God stay telling on you, man. So when did this happen? I hear distance. So this must be the one that stay awake. I've been left on read for 21 days. You want to know why? Because I was spot on. That Negro scared. I'm telling you all, I ain't nothing to be played with. So, I had already said, if he don't respond in the next 21 days, he getting blocked from everything. And he gonna come looking for me. You bet all your money in the bank. Because now he ain't hearing. He ain't seeing. Oh, she ain't told me nothing that God to dream. His mind gonna be going crazy. Oh, well, she ain't sent me no dream or nothing. Yeah, he gonna be going crazy. Yes, that is the trial phase. So, God gave me another dream about him. But I'm not finna unblock him to tell him. But I know what he doing now. But I'm not finna bother because guess what? I'm gonna be left on read. God don't be showing y'all this stuff for nothing. Y'all be acting like y'all going crazy and hallucinating. No, dog. That is God showing you exactly what is going on in that person's life. That's why men don't like coming around me. Because I'm going to pick you up in the spiritual realm. Whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, he going to show me. If you're getting busy with somebody, he going to show me that. Because God's not going to let me be fooled. God's not going to let nobody play in my face. Whatever you doing, the more you lie. And boy, this Negro can lie. Ooh, wee. That's all that man do is lie. I said, the more you lie, the more God gonna show me. Why you just won't tell the truth? Like, why you just won't tell the truth? And say, well, you know, Sky, I'm still messing with my baby mom. Whatever. But no. God got to show it to me. So, when you are in the 6 month phase, you should know everything about that person. Recognizing what it is, how they get angry, what makes them mad, what ticks them off. All of that. You should know all of that stuff. But the 3-month mark is the honeymoon phase. Y'all love each other. Can't stay out each other's face. Can't stay off the phone. You're spending time together. All that stuff wear off during the 4th month. Everything become dry. And it can't possibly be because they're entertaining somebody else. It can't be. But it also can be that, man, I ain't ready for this type of commitment. I ain't ready for this girl to be in my business. No, I ain't ready for that. So they gonna go play somewhere else because they ain't ready to grow up. Alright, I'm moving along. Oh, I'm telling you all, this stuff is real. I don't know. I think this was in June when I posted this. I don't know. I need to start putting dates by my statuses. But I had posted. I said I got a message on phone number 1 because I got 2 phones. And the person said, I want you back. I said, you must got a fever. I said, you need to move around, sir. He was like, girl, you say crazy stuff. Where your car at? I didn't see it. I said, I hid it. Why you worried about me? He said, girl, I miss you. I said, bye. And that's when I started talking about the stalking energy is insane. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep you swimming. You're going to be sick. So, he was looking for me. God had me hide in my car during that time, during that phase of my life. Because people be watching me. They be watching and looking and trying to see what it is that I'm doing, all of it. He was asking where my car at because he had been riding by my place. And he didn't see it. So he actually told off on himself. So oftentimes when you play the cat and mouse method index, I'm telling you, I'm petty, man. I just do crazy stuff, man. But it works. I'm hiding my vehicle and everything. I don't have you swimming in here. You'll be knocking on that door and be in the bed laughing because you ain't getting in. You'll be beating all on the window. I know you in there. I ain't saying nothing. So, oftentimes when you play the cat and mouse method that way, again, I don't like to be smothered. I hate it. I like my peace. I'm real laid back. I just like my own vibe. I like to be with myself. So when a person say I want you back, what do they really want back? Or they just want some of you just one more time. Just one more time. Or can you just give me some of you just one time? So what are they actually wanting back? He said he missed me. I know what you miss, but yeah. The stalking energy. The stalking energy. You don't miss me, Negro. But I know what you miss. So, when they are saying these things, you got to ask them, well, why you want me back after all these years? Is it because it didn't work out with the woman? Is it because it didn't work out with the baby mama? Is it because it didn't work out with your little roster, so now you're trying to come back? You got to hit them with stuff like that to let them know. Negro, what you think this is? I'm not your rebound. Go find somebody to play with, man. All right. I'm wrapping this word up. When a person is saying, give me some of you just one time, it doesn't have to be in the form of sex, but that's what he wanted. But it could be just your energy. When a person is trying to conceive you in that area of sexual intercourse or just your energy, it is a window or a door that they're trying to open. Sometimes it can be a trap. Sometimes it can be the enemy. Sometimes it can be lust. Sometimes it can be inconsistent. They're consistent by saying, yeah, you know I want you. But they never said I want to be with you. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. They said, oh, I want you. But they never said, I want to build with you. Yeah, I want you. But they never said I wanted to commit. Yeah, you know I want you. But they never said I want to marry you. It's just stuff like that. They coming with mind games, or they coming with game something. I want you. That don't hype me up because you saying you want me. A lot of people want me. Men and women. That ain't hyping me up. So what is it that you want? The screenshot, when a person got in my inbox, I was like, I still want you. Been chasing me for 4 years. It ain't got nowhere. Because your motives are wrong. So what is it that you really want? You got to ask these questions. If they run and don't answer you that's your answer. You dodged the bullet. Why? Because they only want you for one thing. It's something that they see on you. It's something that they see on you, and that's what they want. When I wasn't saved, it's a guy that I used to talk to. And I used to talk to other women. Men, I just didn't care, y'all. I just didn't care because I wasn't trying to be in no relationship, no way. I just wasn't doing it. This man used to pay to sit in my presence. And I wasn't even saved then. He used to pay to sit in my presence because of my beauty, because of how I dressed, all of that stuff. So no, I don't have to open my legs. It's the same way as me being saved. Money is magnet to me. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to sleep to the top. I don't have to do none of that. People just really, they just give. Money attracts me because of the oil on my life. It ain't got nothing really to do with how I'm dressing and because I'm beautiful, but because Jesus shined through me. When I be testifying, I'm going a different way. I'm going to come back. But when I be testifying about, when I be saying I be putting it on, like people really be giving me money because of what I have on. That's why I be saying y'all ain't putting it on. Y'all be going outside with bunnies on y'all heads and that stuff ratchet and ghetto. I ain't doing it. I just ain't doing it. So that stuff ratchet and ghetto. So when people see that you're dressed, they really so into your life. I can't make this stuff up. Just the other day, because I didn't post a picture of what I had on me, I was clean. I'm telling you, I was so clean. There's a lady came up to me and she said, girl, I don't know who you are, but girl, it's just I don't know, you can dress your behind off. And that woman bought me lunch. She bought me, that woman put money in my hand and bought me lunch because of what I had on. So no, you ain't got to open your legs and sleep to the top and all that. People probably don't think that. I ain't have to do that in the world. I opened my legs because I wanted them to be open. Because them Negroes were dropping that money off without me opening my legs. So, last year, when I taught on this, I taught the Beauty and the Beast method. I'm talking about that in my book, Mistakes in the Couples. And I said, God, if you don't make a way, I can make one phone call right now, and that money gonna be in my hand. They waiting on me to call. Y'all ain't ready. They waiting on me to call. But I'm saved now. But when I taught on that, the thing that I was saying is, I can make one phone call and the money gonna be in my hand. And I ain't got to open my legs for the money. So, when you are doing it a different way, it has been prophesied to me 5 times that I'm going to be a millionaire. So I got to go the hard way to be a millionaire. I could have been a millionaire. Could have been had a mansion. Could have been had about 2 or 3 cars. If I was in the world, I would have been had all that stuff. So, I said, God, I got to do it your way. Because the way that I want to do it, I'm going to end up being a stripper or a porn star. I said, God, if I don't get the money from you, and I was in between being saved and coming out of my promiscuous lifestyle. Lord, if you don't make a way, oh baby, I'm going to get it the other way. And the money gonna be in my hand one way or another. So God saved me, and he had to save me. Because I'm telling you, I would have been a force in the world. If I would have became a porn star in the script, yeah. I'm telling you all, I want here to testify. Because I'm telling you all, money is never an issue for me. Never. But God had to save me to become what I need to become now in him. One should be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing. People will just sow into your life. So y'all need to start putting it on, man. Stop going outside looking any kind of way. That's why you ain't got no money in your pocket. That's why ain't nobody buying you no lunch. That's why ain't nobody sewing into your business, your ministry, none of that. Because you ain't putting it on. Alright. Let's get into some more stats. I got about 5 more minutes. Ooh, we. Alright. Okay, I read that. So during this time, when I posted that screenshot about just give me some of you one more time, that same day I got hit on by a married man. Now, a married man will always be a thorn in my side. Always. I don't know what it is. Married men always be after me. And I did have an encounter with 2 of them a while back, a long time ago. I already told my testimony. God whooped me ready. Because I said I never, ever mess with a married man. But I ended up doing it. But there will always be a thorn in my side. Always. So, when the man was hitting on me, he was talking about my eyes. And he was staring me up and down as if he wasn't married. So, when married men do these things, and they're lusting after something that they know that they can't have, that is a fantasy for them. I often talk about when you get married, you can't stop wearing the lingerie. You can't stop all that stuff you did to get that man. You cannot stop doing that stuff. You got to keep putting it on. Change up your wigs. I'm real spontaneous. I'm going to keep you on your toes. I'm going to keep you craving for me. So, when you're married, you can't stop doing that. That's why they got a side chick. That's why they got a side piece. Because the side piece putting them lingeries on and doing everything with them lingeries on. The wife ain't doing it. The wife done got boring. You cannot do that. When you are married, you cannot do that. Whatever you did to get each other, you got to keep it like that in the marriage. And so, It's always the odds against when a married man is coming after a single woman, or a married woman is coming after a single man. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at home. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in the bedroom. You got to play the cat and mouse method in that area as well. In your marriage. Now in the bedroom, you don't play no cat and mouse method when you're married. Because that's legal grounds to have sex all day, all night, anytime you get ready. But when you are in a relationship, you play the cat and mouse method. But you do play the cat and mouse method in other areas when you're married, but not the bedroom. So that's why they chasing after somebody else. Because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And then you mad at the person that doing all this stuff to your man that you ain't doing. You need to be mad at yourself. You don't need to be mad at the person. You need to be mad at yourself. What did you stop doing? Did you stop going to bed with your lingerie on and all that stuff? What did you stop doing? Or you go to bed with a bonnet on your head and all that stuff? I wasn't doing that stuff. Even when I wasn't married. My hair stayed late. I would go to bed with makeup on, all types of stuff. Just, yeah. But I'm making a point. You can't stop doing it. That's why that married man is hitting on somebody, because that person remind them of what you used to do. You had your body in shape and everything. And you got in the marriage, you let yourself go. You can't do that stuff. They gonna leave you to you. You can't do that. You cannot do that. But yeah, y'all gonna have to get it together, wives and husbands. Because if you don't, I'll be hitting on somebody else. All right. One more status. I gotta get up off here. All right. I have never went to a man's house. You coming to me. You said you want me. You said you want to see me. Let's see. I ain't coming to your house. That is one of my favorite samples. How bad do you want it? It's crazy. If a man stay right around the corner from you and he giving you excuses. Next. This man stay right around the corner from you. He can walk around the corner. If he ain't got no car, he can walk around now. Ride a bike, something. If it's something that they want, they're going to come after. So guess what? That means that they didn't want you like that. Or they didn't like you. I literally had that guy drive 6 hours to see me. He applied pressure to be in my presence. You don't realize how much power you have. The ball is always in the man court, but you own the court. So if a man wants to see you, he gonna put all the effort in to get to you. He gonna apply pressure. So if that man ain't applying pressure, that means that he chasing something else. And you can't be worried about, well, he stay around the corner and he ain't come to see me. Well, you call somebody else. Call somebody else. If they ain't coming. And then when they call and finally say, well, I want to see you. Guess what I'm doing? I got company. You had to come next month. They gonna pull up. That's not work. They'll come over there. Cause they thinking, she know she moved on fast. They'll be mad. I'm telling you how this stuff works, y'all. It really, really works. It works. You want to just act like you don't want to come see me. You stay around the corner. All right. Well, let me call somebody else. And then when they call, well, I got company. I'm handling business right now. I call you back. I'm real petty. I'm glad I'm saved, y'all. Ooh, we. All right. Yeah, me can't stand me. They can't stand my behind. Woo! Just give me some of you one time. Ooh, we. All right, I'm gonna do one more cat and mouse method. So the cat and mouse method can be a tricky situation. It can be chasing, escaping, and testing. Chasing, escaping, and testing. And so when you see a cat chasing a mouse, that's their food. But that mouse be gone in speed. But somehow that cat end up getting the mouse because they have prayed and studied. Oh, it hides in this hole. Oh, it go over there at night. Oh, it sit right there in the middle. So the cat is observing and looking. This is what men do. They observe you. Oh, girl, I've been watching you for months. I've been watching you on social media for a while. That's when the testing start coming. When you gonna give me a chance? You know, when we gonna be a thing? Hey, they start asking questions. And guess what you supposed to do? Leave them on read. And they gonna keep on texting. Because you're teasing now. One of my favorite things to do as well. So, in order to stay in control, in order to stay in your power, you got to use the cat and mouse method. I'm telling you, your relationship will last long. It will last long if you use the cat and mouse method. Because these are dynamics that helps you in a place where you feel as if, well, I don't know if this relationship going anywhere. Well, once you see that it ain't going anywhere, start pulling back. Start pulling away. And you'll get your answer. You will get your answer. Your answer won't be vague. You won't have to dodge what it is. You're going to be like, okay, this is what it's going to be. You got to accept it. Oh, they don't want to play the cat and mouse method. So you just leave them alone. But eventually they're going to come back. So grace and peace to you all. I pray that I'm going to leave these lives up. I think. I think I be erasing everything on Facebook. But I don't know. I think it's whatever the Lord want me to do. But they're going to be on my YouTube channel anyways. So I pray that this helped who it needed to reach. Thank you all for sitting with me for 7 days. I pray that this stuff helps you all. I'm talking from experience. I've been through a lot. So I pray that my wisdom and knowledge allow you to see things for what it is. Because people like to be in denial. They like to be in denial. And they don't want to accept where they are in the relationship. If the person don't want you, you can't make them want you. It's going to have to let it fly. Well, if you don't want me, oh well. I'm finna go on about my business. But you got to see things for what they are. You can't be blind by a feeling or blind by how they sexing you and blind by how they giving you money and all that stuff. You got to wake up out of that illusion. Because that stuff will keep you stuck in poverty. It will keep you stuck in relationships that you don't supposed to be in. That person's time might be up. So you really, really have to seek the Father. If you are in a relationship and be like, all right, God, where this stuff going? Because we've been dating and it seems like it ain't going nowhere. God gonna give you a dream. He gonna give you the answer. He gonna speak to you. He probably say this relationship is dried up. Let it go. Or he probably gonna say, well, keep praying for the person. Or keep being at whatever it is that he said you got to obey. Because he know where you're going to end up at. We don't. So yeah, whatever people are doing to not keep you, it's going to be their fault. Not going to be your fault. You just continue to do your part. So I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good day. Goodbye.